Welcome back to Worldbox. It's time to do some unspeakable things in the new update. Smash like if you're ready. Oh wait, you weren't supposed to see this yet. Don't worry about this, alright? I'll explain everything. It'll all make sense in a second, alright? Why are there giant chickens roaming the flower forest? Don't worry about it, alright? Today we're messing around with a little feature I like to call genetics. I like to call it that because that's what it's called, alright? Keep up. Today we are going to turn all the genetics on every kingdom to maxing out one thing. So the penguins, they've got diplomacy all across the board, all the way down. Note that we're keeping the second page untouched because if we don't, their lifespan would be 1 and their health would be 1 and everything would be 1 and they would die instantly. So we're leaving the second page alone so they have a little bit of everything else. But the first page, we're going hog wild with it, all right? Diplomacy, I get it, not that interesting. But the chickens, you guessed it, they're all giant, all the way down. Keeping the second page intact, like I said. Look at these giant chickens. Insane. We've got the wolves with warfare all the way maxed out, armadillos with offspring maxed out, the rabbits with birth rate maxed out. This is going to be ridiculous to watch, I think. The dogs have lifespan maxed out with 2,000 years of life. Jeez. The lemons are stewardship, which I don't really know what that does, but they're going to be totally good businessmen, I think. Some species have 3 pages, so for those ones I did 2 pages of that trait, and then the last one left unchanged. The cats are move speed. You can see them zooming around. Monkeys that are genius. The rats are attack speed. The frogs are armor, which is going to be crazy. They're going to take no damage ever. Look at this, 99% armor. Good luck killing this guy, dude. He blocks 99% of your damage. Let's see. Then the cows have their health maxed out. So this guy's got 6,426 health. Holy smokes. And then the sheep are stamina. Look at that, 2,000 stamina casually. And I think that's all of them except for the tiny turtles, which, funny little thing. I gave them tiny all the way across the board on 2 pages. But a funny thing is that adding this genetic lowers their size by 10%. And as soon as you add 10 of these, meaning they're at 0%, if you keep going, they actually start to get bigger. But now they're upside down. You see that? So, yeah, they're not tiny. They're actually kind of big, but they are upside down. But this is what happens if you try to make them really tiny, is that they actually just get bigger. So that's fun. That's everything, I think. Let's get this show on the road. As soon as I push this button and this button, things are gonna go crazy. And so we got 15 kingdoms in total. Who's your favorite? Who do you think's gonna win, huh? There's a couple in here that I know are not gonna win, like the tiny turtles. They don't really have a buff. They're just upside down. That's their whole thing. Same with the chickens. As funny as these giant chickens are, they don't really get anything from being giant. They only have 39 health and their lifespan is 70 years. Like, being big, it's not everything. The only time a big chicken is a good thing is when it's a chicken nugget, am I right? I don't know what stewardship's gonna do for these guys, but I mean, maybe they're gonna go crazy. I don't know. Maybe we'll learn that stewardship is actually really important. Okay, the diplomatic penguins are just getting killed by wolves. That's unfortunate. We're not gonna get to see how good diplomacy is. Although, to be fair, that's probably one of the least interesting ones in here. There's no way that them just allying a lot is really gonna do much for them. I mean, maybe, but I'm gonna say probably not. I'm actually surprised the rabbits haven't reached 1,000 in population already because their birth rate should be crazy high right now. But I don't know, it's not doing that much for them. The rats though, 46 population, they're just doing good because they're doing good. Sure, they've only got 36 health, 1 stamina, and they do 2 to 5 damage, and they only live for 24 years. But man, they attack fast, you see. That's the thing, they're fast. They attack quickly. Sure, they'll only hit you for 2 to 5 damage, but if they hit you for 2 to 5 damage like 1,000 times in a second, you're gonna die. I'm actually really excited to see what that looks like. In fact, I'm so impatient that I'm gonna spawn a snake. Can you guys please kill the snake? Come on, hit him. Come on, snake, stop moving. Oh, they machine gunned him. Holy smokes, that was insane. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted to see. All these kingdoms are insanely good at one thing and bad at everything else. That's what I want. Look at how fast these cats are, dude. Where are you going, bro? Your kingdom's down here. Look at him. What are you doing, man? Well, I mean, you got home by dinner, I guess. That's what matters. Having a conversation on the farm. 2 seconds later, be sleeping in your bed. That's crazy. Dang, the mind monkeys, the genius monkeys are struggling. 5 population? They're so smart, but they're like too smart, maybe, you know? No one wants to work on the farm. They're all like, I'm too smart to be digging in the dirt. That's lame, guys. You gotta do the dirty work to build the kingdom. Where even are they? What are you doing? Sleeping? Look, they just lost another one. Looks like we're learning a valuable lesson that being smart isn't everything. You also got to apply yourself. Dang, 2 population? I think they're gonna be the first one to get eliminated, and it will be just because they eliminated themselves by not ever doing anything other than just walking around being smart, which is pretty dumb if you ask me. Okay, there we go. Rabbits at 70 population. These are the ones with the birth rate. This is what I'm expecting here. Them to just spread like rabbits. So that's the thing. Although I'm confused as to what the difference between birth rate is and offspring is. So offspring must be their max amount of kids. Oh, it is. Yeah. So offspring is how many kids each person will have at a maximum. So usually it's like 5 to 10, I think, depending on the species. 57 kids per person is crazy. Their birth rate is so low that, dang, 191 is crazy. But yeah, their birth rate's low, so I don't know if that's even gonna make much difference. We're actually kind of learning a lot today. This is a good way to learn what all the genetics do. I don't know why the Deity dogs are doing so well. That's a fun sentence to say. Because all they have is just crazy... Oh, their lifespan. I thought they were health for a second. No, yeah, lifespan makes sense. None of them have died yet, probably, or ever will, so at least from old age. So yeah, their population will only go up, so that makes sense why they're doing so well. The stewardship lemons over here have made a new village. Good for them. That's nice. Attack on chicken over here is looking ridiculous. I don't think they're gonna win. They're not even gonna get the top 5 probably, but I love them very much. Giant chickens just jumping around. Look how stupidly big they are. It's not even the biggest they could be for you guys at home, because you could also make the second page giant as well. In fact, some species get 3 pages of genetics. So imagine how big they would be if you made all of these giant. That'd probably be twice as big. Someone do that and let me know how it goes. Make giant like lemon people or something. Actually, screw it. I'm doing it myself over here. My only complaint is that it takes forever to do this. You actually have to just click every single node. Okay, here we go. Yeah, yeah, let's go, dude. Dang, the chicken looks small compared to him. Wow. Well, we'll leave him over there to live his entire life in peace. All 28 years of his life. Unless he gets hit by anything. A gust of wind or something, then he's dead. What a cool guy, dude. We gotta do something with this in a video. Okay, any wars yet? No wars? Do they all know how to declare war? Or is it only gonna be the people with warfare? Speaking of which, the warfare wolves that were right here are gone for some reason. Yeah, they were doing fine, I thought. But yeah, they're definitely gone now. Although, I think that they just moved into the political penguins zone. Maybe they got diplomacied, you know? So they're still in here. They're just over here now. Good for them. Okay, healthy burgers over here with their second village. Good for them. We got stamina sheep with their second village as well. Tiny turtles have a small little village, which I guess makes sense. Except their village should actually just be upside down and bigger, technically. We got battle toads over here with their second village. Rapid rats are doing pretty good, man. I cannot wait to see them fight people. The mind monkeys are still here with 2 monkeys. It won't be long now, but they're still here. Ooh, Deity dogs just declared war on lucrative lemons. Who's gonna win? The people that are good at business and making deals? Or the dogs that live forever? Honestly, neither of those things really help you in a fight, so it's anyone's game, I think. Did the war end already? They're not even fighting. Excuse me? Oh wait, they are fighting. Okay. Deity dogs are winning, I think. Dude, the chickens gotta get involved. Look at this. Even the little chat bubbles are giant. Look at that. That's super funny. They're just like screaming. Everyone around them can hear everything they're talking about. Talking about eating berries, laughing so loud it's shaking the earth. Jeez. Okay, yeah. Lucrative lemons, I think, are going down. I think this is the end for them. It's not looking good. Yeah, they're gone. Okay, Deity dogs made the first move and destroyed the first other kingdom. That's big. Now, I feel like deity dogs have a pretty good deal here because 2,000 years of life, meaning there's not going to be like anyone dying from old age, should be the winning thing, you'd think. But all that really does is give them big population and expand fast, which is really good, don't get me wrong. As soon as they go against someone who's like good at fighting, like the foxes over here, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but they're the ones that got damage. So their base damage is like insta-kill anyone, basically. So like this one guy with a bow could probably kill like all of this kingdom if he did a good job. Living a super long time is really strong, but is it enough to make them win against some of these other goofy kingdoms, right? Like battle toads with their crazy amounts of armor. Like, can anyone even kill this guy? Is Wumper gonna just destroy the whole world? Granted, he can only do 0 to 4 damage, but if no one can kill him, does it matter? Honestly, the craziest fight ever would be battle toads with their insane amounts of armor versus the rapid rats who just attack super fast. That'd be crazy to watch. These stupid upside down turtles are kind of making me mad, bro. What are you? What are you supposed to be? Who are you? You're supposed to be tiny, not upside down? Actually, instead of calling them tiny turtles, let's just call them Australian turtles. How about that? A little Australian joke for you. There are some kingdoms in here that I know for sure aren't gonna win. Like we already talked about, the chickens aren't gonna win. Monkeys obviously not gonna win. The cats are probably not gonna win. I don't think being fast is that helpful. It's funny, but it's not that helpful. Rabbits might not win, but it's actually pretty strong being able to reproduce so fast. But their lifespan is probably pretty small. That's actually not bad. 90? That's crazy good. All right. But some kingdoms like offspring, armadillos, like that's not really gonna help you at all. That's gonna be GG. And then stamina sheep, like it's not bad, but it's not gonna make you win. Okay, they can go longer before they sleep, or I don't know, they can fight for longer. I don't really know how that's really gonna help them. You know, there's stuff in here that's cool and all, but it's not gonna help you. Okay, the fighting foxes just declared war on the political penguins, which as soon as like one guy gets over there, it's just straight up over, you know? Okay, here comes the army. Here we go. Now, granted, these guys do crazy damage, but they do have tiny bits of health. 42 health on this guy is nothing special. All right, here comes the fox army. This is gonna be crazy, man. Yep, just a couple bows and it's over. Kingdom destroyed. The wolves / penguins are gone officially. All right. Ooh, look at that. Big old war. Wait, 2 wars. It's rapid rats and rabbits, I think, versus the turtles. And I think the foxes are now after the armadillos. Okay, all right. It's happening. This is what I'm looking for, man. I want to see some fighting. So the upside down turtles, I mean, I don't want to say anything bad about them, but I think that they're going to lose instantly. Basically, right? They have nothing going for them. Their whole thing is that they're upside down. That's it. They're not even supposed to be doing that. They're just doing that on their own initiative. Although their health is not bad. This guy's got some good traits, but still, their health is fine. Their lifespan is crazy. Why is their lifespan so good? Do they just spawn with that? That's crazy. I know turtles do live a long time, so I guess that makes sense. All right, here come the foxes to destroy the armadillos like extremely easily. Basically just looking at them and they die. That's crazy. I would not want to deal with this at all. Dang, dude. I know that they gotta try to defend their village, but like, you have 105 health? And this guy does 500 damage. You lose. I'm sorry, you lose. I get if you can hit him first, maybe you could kill him, but I don't know, man. I don't think that you will. Yeah, look at that. Not a single fox is gonna get hit. Jeez. Game over, dude. Goodbye to the armadillos. We didn't expect them to do anything special, but it's always sad to see a good one go, you know? Okay, the turtles, how you guys holding up? Dang, okay, they took the village, but there's still quite a few turtles left. They're all starving, looks like, but yeah, I don't know why they didn't kill them. They all just like wandered off. Honestly though, if I was attacking a village and this is what I saw, I don't know if I would bother. I'd be like, you know what, if you want to leave, I ain't gonna follow you. Okay, we got a war between a bunch of stuff, but it looks like the chickens are in the middle of it. No, oh my gosh, cannot even tell what's happening here. This is crazy. Their population is dropping so fast. I don't even know who's fighting them. Who is it? It's the dogs? Oh man, not the chickens. Even the lemon guys are here, dude. Okay, looks like it's just deity dogs and I think fast cats as well. They're getting attacked by dogs on both sides. Oh man, there they go. But at least some of them got to survive by joining the other kingdom. Their species will get to live on and they are not too happy about what just happened. But you know what? They're the ones that betrayed their kingdom and switched sides. All right, so we've lost a couple kingdoms. We're down to, what, 9? Down from 15. Current leader is Deity Dogs by quite a bit, followed by Fighting Foxes and Rabbits, about the same, and then everyone else is doing just okay. But as we know very well, population count is not everything in this case. I feel like the Foxes would have a good chance of winning even if they had like 5 of them. Because I truly believe 5 of them could take down an entire village like this. Because they can just instantly kill everyone, you know what I mean? It might come down to mega damage Foxes versus mega armor Toads. That might be the final 2. I can't wait to see. I don't know how the monkeys are still here, but it looks like the fast cats are now coming after them, which is gonna be pretty interesting to watch. Although this kingdom is full of dogs now too, so not even that fast. But yeah, there goes the mind monkeys. Adios, my friends. And then I noticed that there's a war happening up here between the cows and the sheep, which is crazy. I think the cows are basically gonna insta-win this one because they're the ones that have like a zillion health. This guy's got 6,400 health. Although, ooh, yikes. 0 to 2 damage with a weapon? That's rough. This battle might just go on forever because if you can't hurt them, you can't kill them. Look at them, they're certainly trying. This battle's gonna go on until the cows come home. Oh man, that's funny. But hey, this guy can do up to 5 damage, so that's big. They're kind of doing it though. They're like destroying the village. Population is going down to 40. The important thing is that even though the cows will take forever to kill the sheep are never gonna kill the cows. That's the thing. That's like all that he's missing after that entire war. You know, he's missing like a couple hundred health. He still has almost 5,000. He's gonna be fine. So yeah, I think the sheep lose here. Kind of surprising no one, of course, but you know what? You never know. Maybe they would have had a little secret up their sleeves. Maybe crazy amounts of stamina would do something we didn't understand. But no. The truth is no. Having 6,000 health makes you pretty hard to take down. Who would have thought? Okay, we're getting down to all the ones that I thought were strong. The only one that's noticeably weaker here that's still in the game is Fast Cats. Again, I feel like that's not that helpful. Although it's a little strange because a lot of the Deity Dogs did join this kingdom. So there's a lot of them in here. So their population's looking pretty strong because a lot of the dogs in the kingdom are just not dying. But the cats are just not. Oh my gosh, what's happening here? Giant chicken sleeping in the middle of the farm. Buddy, could you sleep somewhere else, man? Yeah, Deity Dogs up to 700 population. That's crazy, dude. And look at that. Right as I'm saying that, they declare war with Fast Cats. So it's kind of like Deity Dogs versus Deity Dogs. And a bunch of Fast Cats kind of in the mix, you know? But I don't think there's really any stat boosts that are going to help either side here. It's just the fact that Deity Dogs has more population. So, although for some reason they are losing population. Wait, Fast Cats is allied with Fighting Foxes. Oh no, they basically declared war on the Fighting Foxes. The mega damage foxes, dude. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, if they keep using bows and killing the foxes before they get close, then, I mean, they'll be fine. The foxes need some armor, dude. Yeah, look at this. These sniper dogs over here just racking up kills. Okay, he's got 1 kill, but you know what? He's helping. Dang, dude, that's crazy. Oh man, their population is actually going down kind of quick, but so is theirs. I actually have no idea who's gonna win this. It could actually go either way. I don't know if the foxes have like enough soldiers to keep fighting. Their population's kind of small, you know? And some of these dogs have been alive forever. Although, funnily enough, the oldest person in their kingdom is Jeppo, and he's a lemon guy. So I guess none of them are that old. Probably because the world's only 90 years old, Gorg. What am I thinking? Of course no one's that old. How would they be, dude? But they will be someday. Okay, looks like peace was just declared and everyone survived. Fast Cats are still in here, Deity Dogs are still in here, and Fighting Foxes are still in here. Let's go ahead and speed this up. I feel like this is going a little slow now. Just in case you were wondering, Stamina Sheep are gone. I mean, I don't think anyone expected them to survive. They're definitely gone. Of course, there's a couple survivors here that joined the kingdom, but the kingdom is gone. Ooh, the rats just declared war on the toads, and they're actually losing population. Okay. I guess I don't actually know how good armor is. I sort of assume that 99% armor means that you block that much. Like if someone hits you for 100 damage, you only take 1 damage, is what I thought that meant. But maybe if the rats can hit you 100 times a second, maybe it's actually not that good. Look at this. Jeez, Look at them, they got machine guns. Dang, this is crazy. Okay, I gotta watch this guy's health bar. Look at him chasing this rat around. Tom and Jerry style. Come here, little guy. Yeah, because the rats don't have a lot of health. Okay, yeah, look at that. Looks like every time he gets hit, he takes like 1 damage. Wow, look at that. Look how much he's getting hit. But he is dying, though, unfortunately. The rats are just so fast. Oh, man. Look at this. Is so ridiculous. Their attack speed, he just can't even move. Look at this guy. This is the funniest one, I think, so far. The attack speed being maxed out is insane. Versus people that, like, hardly take damage is such a funny combo, dude. I feel like the frogs should do okay. I mean, they're definitely losing this fight. But the fact that they only have to hit the rats, like, once or twice to kill them is, like, kind of a big deal. Oh, they hardly do any damage. No wonder. I was gonna say, if they could just hit the rats a couple times, it would kill them. But they gotta hit the rats, like, 10 or so times. And there's just no way you're gonna do that before they kill you with their super crazy attack damage. Look at that. It looks almost like they're just electrocuting them, you know? Or just like poking them really fast. Dang. Oh, man. Oh, man. They declared war on each other again. The foxes and cats versus the dogs again. Oh, it looks like the rabbits are against the dogs as well. Dang, the dogs have made everyone around them mad at them, but they're actually still winning with 700 population. That's crazy. Maybe lifespan will be the strongest thing. Maybe that'll do it, you know? But I feel like the foxes have got to put up a good fight. I feel like the foxes are really good until bows get invented, you know? Like, they were doing so good in those first couple wars, but now they're just getting killed by bows before they even hit anyone. So, I mean, that's a huge problem. I didn't even think about that. They have crazy damage, but they still have to get close enough to hit you. Battletoads down to 9 population. The rapid rats are doing it, along with their upside down turtle friends helping them out. I love the toads, though. They were never gonna win the whole thing because they just don't do enough damage, but max armor is kind of cool. They basically just can take 1,000 hits before they die. They're just basically made of diamonds, and that's cool. Diamond toads, I love that. Big fan. They were never gonna win, but I liked them a lot. I also like the rapid rats a lot, not gonna lie. The maxed out attack speed is super funny to watch, so I can't be too mad. I would love it if the rats win, but they're just not expanding population nearly quick enough. Dang, the rabbits have dropped 100 population already and rapidly decreasing. The deity dogs are still staying in the high 700s, man. They just are unstoppable. You just can't get rid of them. They just don't ever go away. I didn't realize how bad old age was to weaken a kingdom. Yeah, look at that. Fast cats are gone. Fighting foxes have stayed around 200 population. Like, they might just be undefeatable, but I don't think they're gonna win. They need similar population numbers in order to overtake the dogs, I think. There's just not enough of them, you know? Battletoads are gone. Oh, Wumper, dude. I miss Wumper already. Smash like for Wumper. And now we're stuck with these stupid upside down turtles. And I hate them. Okay, I don't hate them. They're fine. They're not doing anything wrong. Okay, this land now that the rats have access to, the turtles' old land and now the frogs' old land, if they're smart and if they're quick, which they're good at being quick, they could take all this and then boost their population. That would be huge for them. They might be the only kingdom left that could stop the deity dogs. Oh my gosh, the cows just declared war on the dogs too. Everyone hates these guys, dude. They are kind of bullying everyone. Oh wait, actually, the cows could have a chance here. Again, their damage is terrible, but that's okay because the health of the dogs isn't that high either. Oh dude, this actually could be a big thing. The cows are the ones with insane amounts of health. Granted, not very much damage, but insane amounts of health. Dang, they sent like 10 cows total, though. That's their whole army? I mean, maybe that's all it's gonna take, but it's gonna be a slow one. Look at them just trying to kill one guy that has 66 health. They can't do it. They can't even kill one guy. Sure, they're not gonna get killed either, but they can't even kill one guy. They're not even hitting him. Everyone is against the deity dogs right now, but no one can actually hurt them. They're still growing in population. That's crazy. The cows are here, and the cows can't be killed. This guy's got 11,000 health. And wow, they've actually done 2,000 damage to him? That's crazy. But he's only gotten 1 kill so far, because they just don't do any damage, man. It's kind of sad to watch. Oh, man, and the deity dog's population population continues to just go up every year. But you know what? If these 3 kingdoms can just keep the deity dogs busy, meanwhile the rapid rats slowly expand, maybe there's a chance. Because at this point we need someone that's really good at fighting, and the rats might just have what it takes. There's actually a real chance that this won't ever end. I just realized that, because in order for the cows to lose, someone has to kill all 200 of them, and they have, again, like 10,000 health. So I don't know if that's gonna happen, you know? Let's see if anyone gets eliminated on Sonic Speed. Dang, the rabbits are gone, and wow, the dogs are actually kind of getting pushed back. Their population has stayed the same pretty much this whole time, but they've lost a lot of land. And look at that. They've lost a ton of land. The foxes have stayed pretty steady. The cows have stayed pretty steady, and the rats have stayed out of it. And look at this, they're up to almost 1,000 population, boys. Come on, man. All right, attack the deity dogs now, huh? Go ahead, go attack them. Come on, do it. Attack the deity dogs, I dare you. The dogs have wasted so much time trying to fight the foxes. This is just like an endless war with like 4 invincible kingdoms at war. Although, again, the rats haven't gotten involved yet. They actually are about to pass the dogs in population. These guys are the real geniuses, because the deity dogs population would be so high right now if they weren't in wars this whole time. They've just been wasting population. Their lifespan isn't even helping them now because they're just always getting killed in war. Look at that. Rapid Rats just took the lead population-wise. And I know that they don't have much health or much anything, but the attack speed is gonna go crazy, dude. I actually have no idea if these guys are gonna have a chance or if they're just gonna get killed anyway. Oh no, they just declared war on the foxes, which also declared war on the cows. And then what, they had a rebellion? Huh? Rebellions are off. What just happened? Stop that, not now. What's going on here? Oh my gosh, they're falling apart. Dude, what is happening? Where did the 1,000 population go? Oh no, dude. This is not how this is supposed to go. They're now fighting like each other. Oh dude, look at this, they're about to kill a cow. Dang, they did it. They have what it takes. They're the cow's weakness. Insane attack rate. Here comes another one. Look at that. They're just hitting him for like 3 damage, like 100 times a second. Dude, okay. I mean, they could probably take down the cows in like a 1v1, but I don't know, these like random rebellions and then the foxes being allied, it just totally screwed it all up. I actually don't know where the 1,000 population went so quick. They just like all exploded instantly for some reason. That was crazy. Okay, deity dogs at 1,500. The foxes are still hanging out around 300. The cows are chilling. I don't know if the cows are actually defeatable. I feel like they just probably can keep spawning new cows at the same rate that you can finally kill one, you know? The rats are really the only ones that can stop them, and there's just not enough rats now. Okay, it looks like they destroyed the rebellion finally. Population is starting to heal a little bit, but still, that was brutal. Dang, 2 more villages destroyed over here. Fighting foxes are down to 1 village. Oh dang, they all have the coffee buff. Look at that. Is it their religion? What's going on here? Dang, they got coffee in their religion? That's crazy. Spark unrest within enemy kingdoms. Oh, dude, that's what happened. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing. So the rats declared war on the foxes, and then they instantly had 2 rebellions in their kingdom, even though rebellions are turned off. That's really strong. That really just did it for them. How come that's not happening to the dogs, though? I'd like to know. How come you guys are not having rebellions? That would be extremely helpful to everyone else if you guys would have some rebellions. All right, looks like the rats are still here, kind of on a team with the dogs at the moment. It's super funny. I have no idea who's gonna win this. It's people with tons of health that do no damage versus people that have so little health but do really fast damage. So, I mean, I don't know. It might just go on forever. Their population has not really moved, which concerns me a little bit. Fighting foxes have gone down into the hundreds, though. That's kind of crazy. Rapid rats up at 700 again. This is really just gonna take forever, so let's fast forward for a bit here to see if anyone actually wins. Ooh, dog rebellion. That's big. Okay, dang, the rats are gone. Rest in peace. They got eliminated pretty quick too. That was kind of sad to watch. The dogs had quite a few rebellions thanks to the foxes. And now they're not even their original kingdom anymore, and they're down to 100 population down here. But they're still in here. The cows are still at like the same population that they've always been, just barely 200. And the fighting foxes also about the same as usual, about 300-ish. Oh wow, look at that. While I'm talking, looks like the cows are actually getting eliminated finally. Dude, look at that. It's actually happening. I didn't think this would ever end. Down to 20 population left. It is mostly sheep here from the stamina sheep kingdom. They just got guarded by the cows while they just kind of kept existing. They got nothing going for them, man. 21 health, 3 damage, but they got a lot of stamina, which doesn't really do anything. So the sheep, they just kind of got carried a little bit, but they did survive this long as part of the cows kingdom. So good for them, you know? And there it is. The cows and sheep are gone, or at least their kingdom is gone, making fighting foxes the leader currently, and the Deity dogs rebellion is just hanging on by 60 population, which basically means they're the losers, right? I mean, look at this. They're gonna get eliminated right here. This is it, guys. 40 population. The fighting foxes are here to destroy them once and for all. 20 population. Oh man, this is actually gonna end? That's crazy. I didn't think we'd actually get a winner. I thought some kingdoms were just too strong to ever get eliminated. Dang, look at that. Deity dogs were destroyed. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, after all that, the Deity dogs kingdom was destroyed, which then means that the fighting foxes must have won, right guys? Well, I got bad news for you. Just in case you couldn't see this little dog icon here. I know the fighting foxes seem like they won, but during that whole war, they were slowly replaced by Deity dogs. So if you look at the subspecies menu, there's actually only one fox left. Ah, there he is, the only fighting fox left, dude. Him and his 185 damage, the last one. All the other ones got killed off in the war and slowly replaced by dogs from all the dog villages they captured during the fight. And yeah, the world is dogs now. So, kind of two winners. Fighting foxes for getting their kingdom all the way across the finish line, and there still being a fox left. Because if there wasn't a fox left, I would say, okay, well, the foxes didn't even make it this far. But technically, thanks to this one guy, whose name is Meow Meow for some reason, don't ask me why, he's made it this far, and he's the only fox that got to see his kingdom triumph over everything else. Unfortunately, he is alone, and will die alone, in a dog kingdom, which is not a very happy ending for him, but for everyone else, wow, what a time. That was honestly awesome. I think out of the ideas and things we've done with the new update, that might have been my favorite. It felt just like broken in like the best way. The rats with their 1,000 hits a second attack speed, the cats with their 1,000 miles an hour running speed, the cows with their unkillable amounts of health, the diamond armor toads over here that just couldn't die. Oh, it was awesome. I loved that. That was really cool. Let me know what your favorite kingdom was. A lot of the ones that didn't win were more entertaining, I think. Deity dogs were good. I'm not surprised that they kind of did what they did. Living basically forever is pretty strong, not gonna lie. It makes you have way more population, and you can just be outpopulating the other kingdoms while in a war with them. So, yeah. Well, I guess maybe I should have known they would win, but some of the other ones put up a good fight, so hats off to them. My favorite was definitely the rats. Comment down below what your favorite was. I'm curious what everyone else liked. This genetic thing is gonna be fun to play with in more videos, so expect more of that. That was cool. I'm glad I finally played around with that, because that honestly is some of the coolest stuff in this new update, is being able to just make things extremely strong or weird. So anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know your ideas down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.